It's Frankie. That was on PBS. The first time I saw it was on public television. They do that once a year when they're doing their drive, I guess. But anyway, it was a good show. A jolly good show. Number 9. Next on the list is one of my favorites. Now, this gets 2 mentions. It counts as two entries on the top 20, but it's kind of the same show. It started out as Top Boy in the UK, and the housing complex it was centered around was called Summer House. Nicholas Pinnock was the main character. You may have seen him in lots of films. He's been in a lot of stuff. I've seen him everywhere and thought he was somebody else. But he got written out of the show for some reason. I guess he went on to do bigger and better things because at the time it was just a small UK television show. But I think Drake heard about it, the rapper, singer, entertainer Drake, and liked it and helped take over the next 3 seasons. And then they just called the next 3 seasons Top Boy and called the first 2 seasons Top Boy Summer House. And the last 3 seasons centered around Sully and Duchesne. And I've got to say, this is probably the best compilation of a lot of young actors and actresses I've ever seen on the screen. These are just down-to-earth people. A lot of them are islanders from, like, I guess the British Isles, the colonized British Isles. Some people complain that you can't understand what they're saying, but it's real easy. Like, Wagwan means what's going on. You know what I mean? So anyway, a lot of great acting, great story writing. It may seem like it's a take on American culture, but apparently American culture is just like culture anywhere else, because people are people, and you do the same shit to the same people for the same reasons, you get the same results. So I would recommend Top Boy. Number 11 on the list is another UK television show. It's kind of a comedy. It's called White Gold. It's about some guys who are in a small town that sell like siding, but it's not at the top of this list, but it was worth a mention. It's number 12. So I've got 2 from Ricky Gervais. I'm counting them as 1 because his stuff kind of bleeds together. It's a show called Afterlife. It's about a man whose wife died and he wants to die too. It's a great show, very well written. Ricky Gervais is usually a comedian, but it's a lot of serious but a lot of funny stuff in it too. I'd recommend that. And then he does a show called Extras. It's about people who are trying to break into the film industry as extras, and he has a lot of extra, if you will, guest hosts. Like he has Samuel L. Jackson, which is a hilarious episode as you would expect. He has Ben Stiller, which is also funny. But anyway, Ricky Gervais is funny. He's a good writer. He comes up with some great ideas, obviously, and 2 of his shows make my list. Number 13 on my list is a show from, I believe it's Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom, so sorry. It's called Can't Cope, Want Cope. It's about 2 young girls, I guess they're college age, and they're best friends, and they like to party. A lot of dancing and drinking and throwing up and illicit, hooking up and that kind of stuff. And it just shows how 2 young people transition from childhood to adulthood, the stuff they go through, how they grow apart, and it's just good writing, good acting, taxi good. 14, are we there yet? On the list is an actual American show. It's filmed in Portland, Oregon. Oh, by the way, I already said Chat was filmed in Oregon. It's called Shrill, another spinoff of the SNL crew with Lorne Michaels involvement, I'm guessing, just like Portlandia was. There's been several other shows that you can tell. It's got the SNL cast. But Shrill is good. I like the characters in it. Her best friend, the topics that they cover, the places are very authentic. Some of the behavior and attitudes and the extras in there, you can tell it's as they say, it's Portland as fuck. Number 15. Up on my list is Casual on Hulu. It's a series called Casual, and it stars Michaela Watkins. You've probably seen her around. She's been in a lot of stuff. She's in Wanderlust, which is on this list. She's also in a World. She's in most recently something called, it comes out this year, the American Society of Magical Negroes. That should be interesting. Good show, good storyline, very entertaining about a family, kind of non-traditional family of a mom, her young daughter, adult daughter, and her brother living together, and everybody's just hooking up with everybody, whatever. But it's interesting and entertaining. Very, very well written. Number 16, 17, and 18. Next one, the next three are all on Netflix, and the titles can be confusing because they all look the same. But the first one is Lovesick. It's in the UK. It's about three friends and some stuff they go through. Very interesting. I would recommend that. The next one is Love on Netflix. It's about a couple of people in California, Los Angeles, Hollywood area. Some things they go through. Quite interesting. Very entertaining. Very well written. And the last one is Easy. Easy is about people in the Chicago area, some friends, young people, things they go through. Very well written, very entertaining. All three are on Netflix. I recommend you watch them all. Number 19, so we getting close, y'all. On my list is another one that's on Netflix. And it takes place in New York City mostly. It's called Friends from College. A lot of great actors in it. You got the guy from Key and Peele is in it. Fred Savage is in it. He's fucking hilarious. Keegan-Michael Key, you know him from Key and Peele. Fred Savage, Greg German, you might have seen him in some stuff. Colby Smolder from How I Met Your Mother. Nat Faxon, he's been in a lot of stuff. Billy freaking Eichner is hilarious. And he's hilarious in this show as well. Anyway, Friends from College, check it out. It's one of the better ones on my list. One of my favorites. Very funny. You'll laugh a lot. Finally, number 20. And to round out the list, I would be remiss if I didn't include Insecure with Issa Rae. It is on Netflix. Great cast, lots of people you've seen. Larry Wilmore from Comedy Central, and you know who he is. Very funny guy. This is one of those series that ran a long time too. You can see people growing up on this show. I think it ran from 2016 to 2021. She's very funny. Yvonne Orji, her best friends in the show. She's very good. A lot of black actors and actresses got some FaceTime doing this project, so that was cool. But it's a very well written show. I kind of didn't like the way it ended, but you know, it can't go on forever. So I would check it out.